transportation, food systems, and these are things that are, they're not really happening now, but these are things that we envision for the future in terms of what should happen there, academics and in terms of awareness. Now let's come to energy. Of course, over and above what I've just said in terms of reducing energy costs, we've got an energy system that is unsustainable, both in the direct sense that it is based on a finite supply of fossil fuels, as you know, just like everybody as well as in the broader ecological sense. So we've got a very, very unsustainable energy system in the university. What it means is that it is out of sync with the whole environmental sustainability notions, and we need to do something about that. So we definitely need to meet the challenge presented by the vision of energy sustainability that will require creativity and commitment, but in the long term, TUT will reap educational, financial, and environmental rewards as a result. So we need to do something about energy, and that is where we are going. We need to find energy solutions that will not only reduce the costs, but will also make sure that we are a sustainable institution in the long run. Now, in terms of gardens and grounds, I'll just say one or two words there. There are many techniques that are available for reducing the environmental impact of TUT's buildings. I don't know if any of you know that we already have 2 green buildings at TUT. Yes. We know that buildings 11 and 13. So what we're envisaging is that for all the new constructions that are going to come up at TUT, the Department of Higher Education is going to continues to give money to all universities to actually construct residences and faculty buildings and so on, to make sure that we've got more and more of the green buildings. That's in summary, that's what I'm saying. So those kinds of buildings will actually, where we don't box people in the places where there are no windows, so because it is our responsibility, we need to improve air quality. So one of the ways in which we can improve air quality as a university is to ensure that we've got a green building, so where people have got access to fresh air from outside rather than to air conditioning, to air that comes from air conditioners. In terms of purchasing and asset management, this also touches on the issue of printing. We need to have a procurement system at TUT that actually talks to environmental sustainability, and so we need that kind of a program that will pursue the cutting edge of environmentally friendly goods and materials. So whenever the goods and materials are being bought by our procurement department, we need to make sure that those are goods that are environmentally sustainable. In other words, what kind of goods are those? Those are goods that can be, that have a full life cycle from production to distribution to purchase, and that we can disassemble and that can be reused also in future. Not products that you use once and then you throw away, because then that's not environmentally friendly. So if when department are buying products, what needs to be taken into account is the fact that that particular product must have a very, very minimal environmental impact. Again, waste management, our vision, just in summary, is to have in future a zero waste campus. That's what I can say. There's a lot that I've written there, but it's to have a zero waste campus. We already have, all the waste bins that classify waste across, especially across this particular campus in Pretoria. But we are actually looking at a situation where we will have TUT being declared as a zero waste campus. This is our vision in as far as waste management is concerned. On transportation, we can learn from other institutions. You would actually know that, like in institutions such as UCT and perhaps UWC and internationally Yale and Harvard, they've got particular systems where people get certain incentives if they come into the campus. Not me driving my own car, being alone in the car, But if I actually give a lift to 4 other people who are going to campus, you know, so that we reduce the carbon emissions, isn't it? You know, so if the 4 of us drive in 1 car instead of the 4 of us driving in 4 cars, we contribute significantly towards the reduction of emissions. So that is the kind of thing that we actually want to look at for the future. We can do something like that when it comes to the vehicles that are actually owned by the university. Now, in terms of food systems, you know, food is life, as it were, and therefore the way that we treat food indicates our cultural values. You know, if we're talking about a future sustainable TUT, we'll be talking about a food system that is harmonized with the core pillars of sustainability, that is economics, environmental, and social justice. Ideally, this would entail a food system consisting of 100% local organic food. You know, we eat a lot of junk already.